26-year-old Marlene is the first shahrukhi we meet in Vienna, Austria. Shahrukhi is a term coined by German-speaking fans of Shah Rukh Khan to describe themselves. Marlene works as an office assistant and she's taking us home to her one-bedroom apartment uptown.
Marlene, do you understand the words?
Some words. A few words I do understand, but not so much.
Marlene's private world is minimalistic, except for one ornamentation, Shah Rukh Khan. She has a collection of coffee mugs, posters, Indian movie magazines, DVDs, biscuit packets, almost any item emblazoned with Shah Rukh Khan's face. Facing Marlene's bed is a giant cutout of Om Shanti Om.
I bought it from an eBay auction. I saw it first at the Berlinale Festival in 2008. Shah Rukh signed it for all the people. Then I got it, and it was for a good deed. Yeah.
So how much did you pay for it?
300 euro.
And you thought it was money well spent?
Yeah, of course. For Shah Rukh, I can give everything.
Really? You give?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. To what extent would you go for Shah Rukh?
Shah Rukh means a lot for me, so I will do everything for him. So he's such a good human being and a very good actor, so I like him so much. When I saw him, I thought of this. He's so fantastic, and I want to meet this man. I met him at the Berlin airport. I was very surprised when I saw him there, and I just touched him one time because I wanted to see if he can be real, if this man can be real.
You like the other stars also of the Hindi film industry?
Yes, I like also, for example, Abhishek Bachchan or Hrithik Roshan. Or there are so many I like.
But then what makes Shah Rukh so different?
He's a great human being. He's very special because he's not only a brilliant actor. He's also always there for his family, his wife and his kids. He takes so much time for his fans. That's why he's called the King Khan. This is a picture of Shah Rukh and me. It was at the Sea Carnival 2009. I met him a few times. He was there for 3 days. I met him every day and got many autographs from him. Yeah, he was really, really nice.
And the Sea Carnival was happening in, where was it happening?
In London.
Marlene has not only flown to Berlin and London to meet her screen idol, she has also been to India.
Only one time. It was in the November 2009, and I was there for his birthday at the 2nd November, and we were there to greet him outside the Manat, and it was beautiful.
Marlene was accompanied by other shahrukhis from Vienna.
Yes, I have 10 friends who also love Shah Rukh like me.
Have you formed a group?
Yes, we have formed a group, yes. We were all together in India at Manat. And
all 10 of you?
All 10 of us, yes.
Okay. So this November, we all 10. And these are 10 people who were you in school together or in college?
No, I found them because of Shah Rukh. Sometimes, at home. They come to me, I will come to them, or we just meet in a cafe or someone else.
What are the things you people like doing together when you're together?
Talking about Shah Rukh. We always talk about Shah Rukh and watch movies together, plan our next trips to see Shah Rukh.
Bollywood Gandhi Video Store has played a pivotal role in bringing shahrukhis together in Vienna. The store is owned by 40-year-old Satish Gandhi, an immigrant from Haryana who worked his way up here from being a newspaper vendor to a businessman. When we visit the store another day, we meet Maria. She is Hungarian and works in a bank.
I think it's very difficult to put it into words why he is so special and unique. But I think that one side, if you meet him personally, he is a normal guy, honest, like you and me. But only his presence is a magic. And if you watch his films, it's not only the great performers of his, but also you get to love him as a person. And this is the difference.
Naina, Naina ke खूबसूरत Naina.
नैना का खूबसूरत चेहरा,
Naina ka gussa.
नैना का
I can say that actually the whole family is Shah Rukh fans. So Shah Rukh is a kind of family member.
Maria says she watches a Shah Rukh movie every day.
It almost depends. Half an hour, not the whole film. One day I have not the time. I watch them in Hindi. I like listening to his voice. We went to Mumbai last year to his birthday. We wanted to be there once, once in a lifetime at least, and it was a great experience.
I think he's a very good-hearted person, and this touches people. He's also very simple and modest.
Shah Rukh's Austrian fans discovered him in November 2004 when Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum was telecast by a private German channel. It was the first Indian film to be shown, and it was dubbed in German. Fascinated by the Indian actor, viewers searched the internet to learn about his movies, about him and his family. The store became popular. Shah Rukh Khan DVDs were readily available here.
अब 90% जो मेरे कस्टमर हैं ऑस्ट्रियंस, यूगोस्लावियन, टर्किश, अराबिश, ईरानी, अफगानिस्तानी, इंडियन। 90% बाहर के हैं, यानी कि इंडियन 10% लगा के चलो।
The fans belong to different age groups, to different sections of society.
My husband is from Syria and he's from childhood Bollywood fan. He loves Amitabh Bachchan, Rishi Kapoor and all of them. I'm from Austria. He's the best. He gives all his heart when he's acting. His energy, he's so alive. Yeah. Also when you see a film which is not so good, but with Shah Rukh Khan, it's amazing. He gives life to the film. It's his personality, he gives energy, he is in the film. When I see a film with Amitabh Bachchan, he is Amitabh Bachchan. But Shah Rukh Khan, he is Raj, Rahul, he is Surinder, he is the person. My favorite film may be Mehuna. It was the first film I saw, and this movie is so great because everything inside, comedy, tragedy, love story, action, and also political, there should not be hate between the countries, and it's a wonderful film.
I like his acting very much because emotions come to the person who look at him in the film. It's with a full heart he plays his roles. I think his roles, he is in the role he's playing.
He's a very good actor and I like him very much. I love him.
The Shah Rukh cult is bringing in a multicultural influence into a society that is viewed by some as becoming increasingly xenophobic. 2 years ago, nearly 30% of Austrians voted for two far-right parties that encouraged so-called genuine Austrians to believe they were victims of foreigners or immigrants who take away their money and undermine their culture.
I like it that the people start to love Bollywood. It's difficult to explain because the European, they like only European or American, and now they are great fans about someone not from Europe or America, and this is wonderful. It's a little bit difficult to explain if you don't living here in Europe, if you are not a foreigner here.
The popularity of Indian cinema has brought in winds of change and creativity to the continent. A feeling that immigrants do not just take up jobs, they also add to the culture, to the fermentation of ideas. Ursulia says she feels Indian in her blood, and Shahrukh has made her love everything Indian, including Indian dancing and food.
मेरे पास ये रूम है, एक हॉबी रूम मैंने बनाया हुआ है. ये लोग बैठते हैं, आराम से एंजॉय करते हैं. मूवी चला देता हूँ शाहरुख खान की और ड्रिंक्स विंक्स रख देता हूँ. कोई चार्जिंग नहीं है, सब फ्री है. हाँ, मेरे को खुशी होती है कि ये ऑस्ट्रियन लोग या दूसरी कंट्री के लोग हमारे हिंदुस्तानी मूवी देखते हैं तो मेरा दिल इतना बड़ा हो जाता है कि शुक्र है कि ये लोग हमारी मूवी देख रहे हैं, हिंदुस्तानी मूवी, तो हमारे कल्चर को अपना भी रहे हैं, कपड़े भी पहनते हैं, सब इट्स रियली गुड. बहुत खुशी होती है मुझे.
In February this year, the shahrukhis went to Berlin for the premiere of My Name is Khan.
बाहर हम लोग होटल के बाहर खड़े हुए थे, कम से कम 8 घंटे हम लोग खड़े हुए, यानी कि शाम को 3 बजे से लेकर रात के 11:30 बजे तक 8.5 घंटे हम लोग खड़े रहे और -8 डिग्री था. हाथ पैर हमारे सूज गए थे. मैं इनके साथ गया था, सब ऑस्ट्रियन लोगों के साथ में. मैंने सोचा ये लोग तो पागल हैं, लेकिन नहीं, दे रियली गुड. मैं उन लोगों के साथ ही खड़ा हुआ था, बहुत अच्छा भी लग रहा था. 8.5 घंटे कैसे गए वो तो पूछो ही मत. जल्दी से निकल गए क्योंकि पता है ना शाहरुख खान जी कभी भी आ सकते हैं, तो बस टाइम का पता ही लगा. 11:30 बजे जब वो लोग बाहर आए तो शाहरुख खान जी ने जैसे ही आए सबको पहले सॉरी बोला. ये बात बहुत अच्छी लगी, सबको बोला एक सॉरी. वो लोग बहुत बिजी थे, इंटरव्यू चल रहा था अंदर होटल में, तो वो हर पर्सन से मिले, जितने लोग बाहर खड़े हुए थे ना. मैंने ऐसा नहीं सोचा था, यानी कि एक फैन बनना इतना आसान नहीं है. मेरे को वहाँ इस बात का ज्ञान हुआ, और मैं ये भी कहूँगा कि स्टार बनना भी इतना आसान नहीं है, क्योंकि जो शाहरुख खान जी ने जैसे भी अपने दिल से हर एक जितने लोग थे सबको दिल से पूछा, दिल से बात की. ये नहीं कि फेस रीडिंग से पता लग जाता है आदमी कैसे बात कर रहे हैं.
You know, wherever I go in Europe, sometimes I feel people won't know me and I go for a function or like this conference. And suddenly at the airport you have Germans and Austrians and Polish people, and it's very, very touching, very, very touching. I'm deeply touched by this and very thankful, and I hope they keep liking me like this.
At Vienna University, we meet Professor Elke Mader, Vice Dean of the Department of Social and Cultural Anthropology. The 56-year-old academic has been studying the extensive fan networks in German-speaking areas.
They build a lot of relationship between the movies and the stars and their everyday lives, and they also connect among them others. There's a huge online community which sort of connects people and fans in different places. In the German-speaking area, the biggest one is this called Bollywood Forum, which is Swiss-based and which has about 6,000 topics and 800,000 different postings on Bollywood. The largest section of it is on Shah Rukh Khan. Everything that's news, all the documentary, everything is collected, all his tweets nowadays, or everything he says on Twitter is collected and translated into German. One thing that fans do today in the new media, not only with Shah Rukh Khan, but generally, is to be very creative with all kind of artwork.
From 30th September to 2nd October, sociologists, cultural historians, film experts and other scholars are meeting for an international conference on Shah Rukh Khan and global Bollywood at Vienna University. Professor Madhav, who is the principal organizer, says Shah Rukh Khan is the first ambassador of Bollywood for new European audiences.
The conference will focus on Shah Rukh Khan in particular as a global player, as somebody who maybe more than others today is extremely significant for a globalized Bollywood. There's a whole workshop on reception, and fan cultures, how people relate in different cultural contexts to Shah Rukh Khan and his movies, and there will be a presentation on Russia, especially on new media and fandom in Russia related to Shah Rukh Khan. There will be something on Trinidad, there will be a paper on Peru, there will be papers on the German-speaking area and also on Italy.
Another participant is Professor Klaus Steber, who teaches a course in Hindi cinema at Vienna University and writer of a book, Passages to Bollywood.
What is the special appeal that Shah Rukh has for Austria?
Well, it's not for Austria, but it's for many people, because he combines opposites, and he has something for everyone. He's very male with his body, but he acts very female in special scenes, and he is a Muslim playing a Hindu, and he is clothed in very Western clothes and still comes from India, and so he combines all these opposites, and that is part of the magic and of the success of every big star, that there is much more than just one very small image.
Professor Madhav found that though there are few male and queer fans, an overwhelming majority of Shah Rukh's fans are women. She says he fulfills the European women's eternal quest for an emotional man who is not shy of saying "I love you" to the woman he loves.
Die finden das nicht so männlich oder so, die können sich mit dem nicht so identifizieren und verstehen aber nicht, dass das für Frauen, dass die das eigentlich schön empfinden, dass das schön ist und gut ist, wenn ein Mann auch mal weinen kann und emotional sein kann und seine Gefühle zeigen kann.
In a continent that prides itself on being rational and logical, Shah Rukh's films balances the fans' real life with their imagined life. Columnist Mehru Jafar, whose film on shahrukhis will be shown at the conference, says she wanted to document the trend before it faded away. She calls it an emotional phenomenon.
Oh, what I find is, as I observe, is a certain gentleness, because they love Gauri as much as they love Shah Rukh, and they adore his children. So it's not just Shah Rukh Khan as an actor who is liked, but you know, he's liked as a husband, he's liked as a friend, as a fan. Like also a very common joke in Vienna amongst fans is that when you meet Shah Rukh Khan, you give your hand for him to shake. He disregards the hand and gives you a hug instead. You know, so they love all this in a culture that is, you know, time oriented and appointment oriented, where people, you know, just meet for profit, you know, for business. Some of them live by themselves and in a way with the memory of films or music of Shah Rukh Khan. If it gives them, you know, so much of emotional solace, you know, I think that is a good reason, you know, to love
someone in this way.